What's up, YouTube? It's your boy MTW from Team Neo Puppet Suds with my skate part two of my Nekroz building. I don't know, segment, I guess you can call. I was looking at all the ritual muscles. Well, I'm missing the level 10, I think. Yeah, but I'm not gonna use him, so let's skip past this. Okay, so I was looking at them, and like y'all got the Nekroz engine is what I'm working on right now, and it has this like crazy stipulation that makes it hard to use in a Zefra. Since I'm looking at this guy, I will not use him. I mean, it takes three monsters with different types that had to be on the field before that to make him, and I'm not comfortable with that. So most likely I won't be using this. Valkyries. I used to want Valkyries at 3. I really always want him at 3 so I can tribute pendulum monsters and draw cards and then rependulum them back and do it over and over again. But I think I might leave him at 1. Probably because I only have one. And second, I've actually made my deck a little farther, like left field than I originally thought I was gonna make it. Gundyr. I want to use Gundyr, but you can't use level 7 monsters by themselves to make them. So it's like I'll really be fighting to get them to my hand and then get the materials to actually bring them out. Brio. I'm looking at Brio and I'm really thinking that I gotta keep him at 1. First, I was gonna take him out, but I should think that he's necessary because he searches for this, and that, which I just added 1. I'm adding 1 to the deck, yes, but he's really useful. And he's easy to summon because I can always just send my level 6s to the Pendulum's deck to bring him out. So, and you can take 1 monster. So from up, you can't use but monsters that's more than 1. You can't use his level to make those guys. So these guys are kind of like iffy. But Valk has such a good effect that I really think I should keep him at 1 at least. Brio has to be at 1. Okay, so let's move these guys out of the way because really not much to talk about. What I want to talk about is this guy. This may be the engine that I run. Based on this and this. I've learned that he's not bad. He doesn't have an effect that affects anything, but he's a recurring summon monster. What I mean is, like, let's say if he's be destroyed and go to the pendulum zone, right? I can activate Kaleidoscope, send him from the pendulum zone to the grave to bring him out my hand. Now, first I was like, okay, well, Catasta kind of suck. That he doesn't. Because once I got my field card in the field, I can keep on bringing him out and just destroying folks, putting stuff back in the deck. And I can put the monster that wasn't special summon from the edge deck back into the deck with a field card, and then I can attack with that. Now, Kaleidoscope, you only can use 1 monster. So that eliminates Gundyr. Eliminates Valk. It doesn't eliminate Brio, so I would keep Brio just because of that. And it eliminates this, I don't know, Sophia, from coming out. Now, he doesn't have that stipulation, so I can use level 5 with him. Now, because this only can let you use 1 monster, you only can get the weaker guys with it. So if I send 1 monster, I can get either one of these. I have level 4s, level 3s, and level 5s. Only because I only can use 1 of these guys that I feel that I probably should use 3 of these. 3, 1. 1 Brio. That's not a lot of monsters. 5 monsters for a deck. Like the field card, best effect probably is the synchro, but next to the synchro, I have to say that the ritual effect is pretty good. It doesn't target. I can put stuff like Dr. Destroy back in the deck and get them out the way. Now, because if I battle Edge deck, I can just destroy it. If I battle just a fusion, a seed, a synchro type base deck, he can just run Wreck Shop. He's not weak either. His attack power is nowhere near what I would call weak for a level 5 monster. Now, let's say if I did Kaleidoscope, send him to the grave. I brought him out, and then he doesn't stay alive, and he dies. I can bring him back from the grave, back to the field. He dies, and then I take him and put him in the extra deck. Now, that's good for another Kaleidoscope play, where I could do it all over again. Now, Kaleidoscope is a spell card I never thought I'd be using because I had this only. And I wasn't a big fan of this. I'm still not a big fan of this. Because you can banish from the graveyard to actually summon a ritual monster though. So I'm considering maybe I will keep 1 of these at least. but I needed to search these. So the best way to search these is to have copies of the other one. So if I have three, maybe one, I can just keep on summoning. I'm not sure quite how I'm gonna do this yet, but I'm gonna try to figure that out at a later date. I've really researched and studied what I was gonna do, and I really think I should have 3 because I can send monsters out my hand or field to summon one from the grave. That'll get Valk back. That'll get Colossus back. So I really want to use this. This also get my only unicorn back. So I need to get that. I can even minimize the monsters I use because of that. But I really want a 3 contester. Kaleidoscope, I can bring either one of these out. And Brio. Now because of that, I really feel like if they're in my hand, they're not as dead as I originally thought they would be because I didn't have enough spell cards. I'm really bummed about that at 3. I'm gonna try it for a while and see how it works. I want my deck to be like every time I draw a hand, I can use it. I want to be able to use it. Now these guys is like self-explanatory. There's no need to even think about why I have 3 of these and why I have 1 of these because I only can have 1. So the turning point in my deck probably would be this and that. Of course, he ain't card sleeve because, of course, he's been used. He ain't card sleeves. 3. I decided to use 3 because of his recycling ability. And being, if he ever becomes useless, he's a scale 7. If you can see that, he's a scale 7. So, and if I don't summon him, I can put him in Penal Zone. If I was to put him in the Penal Zone and then this in the Penal Zone and they get destroyed, I can special summon him. So it's like, even if I'm about to lose, I'm not about to lose. I was thinking about putting, say, 1 of these guys. He's a level 5. I could tribute him with a ritual spell. And I can just get, this guy. I don't even know if I can tribute him with a tribute summon. But it says tribute by the card effect. So obviously the only thing I can do is like ritual summon using him and then add a dragon a dragon ritual monster to my hand, which is Catasta. It's the only dragon ritual monster that I have in my deck. If it's even more, but I just know Catasta is the one I get with him. And I don't think I need 1 because of that. And he's level 5, so hey, maybe I'll get some level 5 C plays going on. Rank 5, I don't know. And I guess I could synchro using a Zefra I made as a tuner and him to make a level 8. I don't know. This guy, not a big fan. Never been a big fan at all. But he's a scale 1 and he has the name. So I can search him with Brio. Yeah, I guess. And I can use him as a ritual spell in case I ever get locked down. I'll use the spell cards. Like, I got a friend who got playing anti-spell fragrance. I can use this, get whatever I gotta get on the field, and just don't worry about anti-spell for the next turn. He's okay. I feel like I should just use him at 1, but I don't want to have too many scale 7s and only limited scale 1s. In my Nekroz edge, it won't be. I might change it to. It's at 2 right now, but I might change it to 1 based on what other Zephyrs I use, based on my other segments, like the other parts of it. Like when I start doing ritual beasts, I might realize I don't need all the scale 7s or ritual beasts and just have another scale 1. So I'm gonna try to even out the scales so I can always pendulum summon. Of course, you can draw brick hands in any deck, so it's gonna be like a work in progress. Okay, so even though we're on a Nekroz, engine, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw these out there. They're gonna have their own segment as well, but I think they work well with every engine that requires you to send monsters to the grave. So I figure I'll just put their parts in every situation. Okay, so like I said in the first video, the ritual spells. Being that if I have them in an extra deck, I don't have a reason to use him, but him, he's a level 4. So if I send him from the extra deck to the grave, I can get his effect. If I send him from a hand to the grave, I can get his effect. Now because he would be in the grave a lot, I can banish him with this to bring 1 out. Now, maybe because of that, I might use Gundyr just because of this. But not because of this and this. I won't use Gundyr because of these. Because I don't want to waste all my resources on the field that I just worked so hard to get just to bring out a monster that has no effect, really, honestly. Unless I have other Nekroz monsters in my hand. Which I probably won't have. I have a few in between. Now this guy, I realized I was realizing that pendulum summoning and leaving your skills out was dangerous, but it's not as dangerous as it was because wave analysis is gone now. So I don't think I need but one of these guys. First, I want like three, so I can keep on putting my stuff in my hand. Now I don't really care about what I have on my field during my opponent turn, doing pendulum wise. So if I was to get my skills back to my hand and summon them and stuff, I want to have like something that would back that up. So if I put them back in my hand next turn and activate them again, I have both skills. So like, let's say if I was to send him to the graveyard with the ritual spell, and then I was to take a pendulum skill, like say, oh this guy, special summon it. Now I'm out. I'm out of skill 7. So if I don't have a skill 7 in my hand to replace him, then I'm through. Now if I do this, like pendulum summon, and they have him summon, add this back to my hand. Okay, so now I'm thinking that I have a skill 7 in my hand for next turn. But if my scale 1 was to be destroyed, I wouldn't have anything either. So it's like, I don't want to empty my scales out and put them on the field. I prefer to empty my scales out and put them in my hand. So like, if I have a skill that I want to normal summon that I just can't do it, I just pin them something first, add that, then summon it and get this fit. Because like, I lose a lot to lose one turn, lose a turn or whatever you call it. But if I was to get like this Telenite guy to my hand beforehand, and then they activate lose one turn, I can just summon him, normal summon, and blow a card up, which is lose one turn. Of course, this will search anytime it's sent. Now, because I have Colossus in my deck, the 3, you can use one off the field as well with this, so it's like it's hard to choose. But it's like I'm not well versed in Nekroz combos, so I would have to like verse myself into the Nekroz deck first, and then I can see how the engine will run in the Zefra deck, which I want to use the engine. I really prefer to have that more of an engine than anything. Anyway. I'm still researching. I think next up, what I would probably do is I probably would go to the fusion. When I say fusion, I don't mean just Shaddaz. I mean anything that will help me make the deck faster and what it does. I want to be like the originated version of DDDs, which I mean is like DDDs are naturally flow together to make that stuff. You have to work at this to get what you want. So, thanks for watching. I would like comments, advice, anything you got for me. I would welcome it. Criticism. Tell me what you think, what you like, what you don't like. I really would prefer to hear what everybody wants to say, so I can come up with the best Zefra deck that I can come up with. Anyway, this is my Water Wicked. Team Neo Puppet Suds signing out. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a nice day.